Hi kids, how are you all? I hope you all must be fine, right? So today we are going to read for class 4 Science Olympiad. And in class 4 Science Olympiad, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss the level 2 questions of SOF NSO. Okay, so in our previous session, we have already discussed some questions of this previous year, and in our today's session, we are going to discuss some more questions. So, are you all ready for it? Yes. So, let's get started. Our first question, which of the following statement is correct? Option A, energy is the capacity to do work. B, when force is applied, it changes the position of the object and scientifically no work is done. C, energy cannot change from one form to another. D, none of these. So, we have to find out which statement is correct. So, energy is the capacity to do work. Yes, it is correct. When force is applied, it changes the position of the object and scientifically no work is done. No scientifically work is done when on application of force if an object is changing the position. Okay. Energy cannot change from one form to another. This statement is also wrong because energy can transfer from one form to another form. Okay. So here what is the correct option? That is option A. Got it everyone? Coming to the next question. Select the correct statement about the separation technique shown in the picture. Option A. Salt from water can be removed using this method. B. This method is used to separate soluble substance from a liquid. C. Stones from sand can be separated using this method. D. It first requires sedimentation. Okay. So here a separation technique is given, right? So what is given? Yes, what is there? See, here it is a beaker and some things are settled here and we are decanting this liquid to the another beaker. Yes, so this is the thing. Before doing that in separation technique, we need the first thing, that is sedimentation. Okay, what is sedimentation? Like you are having some muddy water. So if you leave the muddy water for some time, after some time that mud they will settle at the bottom and the clear liquid it will be present above it. Okay, and how we can separate it? You just decant the clear liquid from the first beaker or first jar to the second beaker, right? And this process of transferring this clear liquid, we call it as decantation. So this is a separation technique, that is sedimentation followed by decantation. So here the correct option is option D. It first requires sedimentation. Got it? Coming to the next question. Read the following statements. A. Dash is an inner planet which is the brightest planet. B. Dash is an outer planet which is also the second largest planet. Select the option which correctly fills the blanks 1 and 2. And options are A. Mercury, Earth. B. Venus, Saturn. C. Jupiter, Mercury. D. Earth, Jupiter. So here the correct option is first thing, that is the inner planet which is the brightest planet, it is the Venus. Then the outer planet which is also the second largest planet, that is the Saturn. So here the correct answer is option B. Coming to the next question, select the option that correctly identifies I in the given rhyme. I look like cumin, though green am I. To make your stomach healthy, I always try. Eat me always after your meal. I refresh your mouth, you surely feel. So the options are A. Clove, B. Turmeric, C. Fennel, D. Pepper. So here C. I look like cumin and it is also green and it keeps our stomach healthy. Okay, so we should take it after our meal and it refreshes our mouth. So what is that? Yes, do you have any idea? Yes, it is fennel. So here correct answer is option C, that is fennel. Coming to the next question. Anu set up an experiment as shown in the picture. After 15 minutes, no water can be seen in the bowl. Which of the following materials sheet Y could be made of? Option A, linen. B, plastic. C, aluminium. D, either B or C. Okay, so after 15 minutes, no water can be seen in the bowl. So we have to find out which of the following material that sheet Y could be made up. So here we can see a glass bowl is there. Okay, and here sheet Y is there and ice cubes are there. So it is expected that ice cube, when it will melt, the bowl should be full of water. Okay, or not exactly full of water, the bowl should contain some water. But if it is the case that no water is in the bowl, that means this sheet Y, it is not allowing the water to pass through it. Okay, so we have to find out the option which do not allow water to pass through it. Linen, it will allow the water to pass through. Plastic, it will not allow. Aluminum will not allow. Okay, so here the correct answer is option D, that is either B or C. So if the sheet Y, it is made up of either plastic or aluminum, then only the ice, whenever it will melt, it won't, the water will not go into the bowl. Got it? Coming to the next question, Mohit wants to separate a mixture of sugar, water and pebbles. Which of these separation methods should he use to separate all the three components? Option A, filtration, evaporation. B, decantation, sublimation. C, filtration, decantation. D, evaporation, distillation. So here the question is, Mohit wants to separate a mixture of sugar, water and pebbles. Okay, we have to find out which of these separation method he should use to separate all the three components. So here see, we know this sugar, it is completely dissolved in water, right? And it is completely dissolved in water. So we can separate the pebbles from this sugar water solution. As it is completely mixable, we are calling it a solution. Okay, and more about the solution you will get to know in the higher grades. So this sugar water solution, how can we separate it from the pebbles? By filtration. If we filter, then the pebbles will remain there and the sugar water, they will pass through. So the first thing, that pebbles and the sugar water, they will be separated by the method of filtration. Next one is about sugar and water. How to separate sugar and water. So sugar and water, we can separate them using, that is the technique, evaporation. Okay, so in the evaporation, what we do, if we heat it, then what will happen? The water, it will be evaporated, it will be converted to water vapor. Okay, and the sugar, it will remain as such. So the first one is filtration and the second one is evaporation, and it is present in option A. Got it? Coming to the next question, refer to the given figure and select the incorrect option regarding it. Option A, winds blow from areas of low pressure to areas of high pressure. B, hot air blows from the sea to the land. C, sea breeze blows from sea to the land. D, both A and B. So we have to find out the incorrect option. Okay, so see, wind blow from areas of low pressure to area of high pressure, this one is incorrect. Okay, so what happens, basically wind blow from area of high pressure to the low pressure. Okay, now the second one, hot air blows from the sea to the land. So hot air blows, this is also incorrect because hot air blows from the land to the sea. As sun is there in the daytime, right? In the daytime, hot air move from, just a minute, hot air blow from, that is land to sea. Next one is sea breeze blows from sea to land. Yes, it is correct. Sea breeze, that's why the name is given, that it's moved from sea to the land. So what is the correct answer? Correct answer is option D. Both A and B are incorrect. Coming to the next question, In which of the following options wheel and axle is not used? Option A, doorknob, B, tweezers, C, skateboard, D, bus. So what is the, we have to find out the option in which wheel and axle is not used. So in case of doorknob, skateboard and bus, wheel and axle is used. But in case of tweezers, wheel and axle is not used. That's why the correct answer is option B. Got it? Coming to the next question, Seema took 4 syringes with stopper inserted at their nostrils. Each syringe contains a different substance. All syringes are completely filled with their contents such that their plungers are pulled out to the maximum. Which of the following plungers can be pushed in easily? So in the option A, in every option stopper and plunger is there, and what we have taken in the middle, this is different. In option A it is lemon juice, B nitrogen, C talcum powder, D salt. Okay, so syringe with stoppers inserted at their nostrils. Each syringe contains different substances. All syringes are completely filled, okay, such that their plungers are pulled out to the maximum. So we have to think which one will be easier to be pushed. So if we consider solid, liquid and gas, okay, which one will be easier to push? Of course, it is the gas. Gas will be easier to push. So lemon juice, we know lemon juice, it is liquid, nitrogen, it is gas, talcum powder, it is solid, salt, it is also solid. So the correct answer is option. Got it? Coming to the next question. 4 boys rolled rocks of the same weight and size of the ramps of different heights. Who among them required the least effort? So here we can see in the options one boy with ball, okay, and the weight, that is the weight of the ball is same and the size of the ramp, that is different, right? So size of the ramps, that is different height. So here it is 4 meter, 3 meter, 2 meter and 1 meter. So when we try to roll the, or this boy will try to roll the rock, okay, of the same size, then what will happen? So in which case the boy has to give the least effort. So least effort is to be given where the height is less. Got it? Where sorry, the height is less. If height is less, then least effort need to be given. So when the height is less, that is the 1 meter, right? So here the correct answer is option D, that is 1 meter. And if you will be asked that to give more effort means highest effort, then it will be the highest height. That will be the 4 meter. Got it? Coming to the next question. Refer to the given Venn diagram and select the options that correctly identifies animals W, X, Y and Z. A. Platypus, cobra, alligator, salamander. B. Koala, crane, sea turtle, mosquito. C. Arctic tern, chameleon, frog, viper. D. Ladybird, beetle, ostrich, parrot, red panda. Okay. So we have to find out the correct option. So here 3 circles are there. Possess backbone, warm-blooded and lays eggs. So W that is they are possessing, as per the diagram, W they are possessing backbone and they are warm-blooded. Okay. So it is the koala. Coming to the next one, X. X is present here. So X, this is warm blooded, okay, and it is also laying egg and it also possesses backbone. So that is crane. Next one is Y. Y, that is they are possessing backbone and lays eggs. So it is sea turtle. Then last one Z. It lays egg only. Okay, lays egg only and it is not warm blooded or not possess backbone. that is the mosquito. So here the correct answer is option B. Got it? Coming to the next question. Study the given flow chart and identify the objects W, X, Y and Z. So start, can it break easily? No. Can stretch? No. W, X, Y, Z. So this is the given. What are the options? A. Clay tile, steel sheet, aluminium foil, chuck. B. Rubber band, glass, iron rod, clay tile. C. Sponge, steel sheet, clay tile, glass. D. Iron rod, rubber band, chuck, glass. So, see, the first thing is about W. So, can it break easily? No. Can it stretch? No. So, it is the iron rod. This iron rod cannot be broken easily and we cannot stretch the rod also. Okay. Next one is about X. Can it break easily? No. Can it stretch? Yes. So, rubber band is the X here. Can it break easily? It is not. It cannot be broken easily, but it can be stretched. Coming to the Y. So, can it break easily? Yes. Is it transparent? No. That is the chalk. Chalk can be broken easily. Okay, we know that. And it is also not transparent. So, chalk is Y. Next one is Z. Can it break easily? Yes. Is it transparent? Yes. So that is the glass. We know glass can be broken easily and it is also transparent. So here the correct answer is option D. Got it? Coming to the next question. The given diagram shows magnet P, magnet Q and magnet R. Based on the diagram, identify the poles at X and Y. Option A, North Pole, B, North Pole, South Pole, C, South Pole, North Pole, D, South Pole, South Pole. Okay. So here we have to find the X. So if it is the South Pole, it is the North Pole. So this is the North Pole. Okay. And that is the X. We have to find the X, right? So it is the South Pole. So it is the North Pole. Then this is again South Pole. It is North Pole. Again it is South Pole. So X is the South Pole. Then if it is South Pole, then it is the North Pole. This is South Pole, this is North Pole, this is South Pole. How we are doing this? Because we know same pole they attract, right? So South Pole and North Pole, they will be attracted if they are, means you can see in the diagram, if they are joined together, so they must be of the opposite type. Okay, so X, that is South Pole, Y, that is North Pole. So option C is the correct answer. Coming to the next question, refer to the given figure showing digestive system and answer the following questions. Bit 1, where does the digestion of food gets completed? Option 2, where does the absorption of water from undigested food takes place? So options are A, AB, B, BC, C, CD, D, DC. So see, where does digestion of food gets completed? Digestion of food gets completed in the small intestine. Okay. And where does absorption of water from undigested food takes place? It is from large intestine. Okay. So where is small intestine? So this one, this portion, it is small intestine. Okay, so that is the D is the small intestine. I can write D here. Large intestine, it is this portion. Okay, this portion, that is the C. I can write here. So what is the correct option? That is option D. D and C. Coming to the next question. Plants that grow on land are called terrestrial plants. Different regions of the earth have different environmental conditions. Study the given classification chart and identify plants bit 1 to 3 adapted to different conditions. So bit 1, flowerless plants growing in very cold environment having needle-like leaves. Okay. That is the option 2, flowering plants growing in plains with moderate climate and shedding their leaves in autumn. Bit 3, flowering plants growing in hot and dry condition with flaky stem to store water. And the options are A. Deodar, People, Opuntia, B. Neem, Sal, Aloe Vera, C. Shisham, Palm, Cactus, D. Date Palm, Rice Plant, Pepper Plant. Okay. So here the answer is first one, flowerless plant growing in very cold environment having needle-like leaf. It is deodar. Next one, flowering plants growing in plains with moderate climate and shedding their leaves in autumn. That is people. And flowering plants growing in hot and dry condition with flaky stem to store water. That is opuntium. So here the correct answer is option A, deodar, people, opuntium. Okay. So this much for today's session. Let's meet you in the next session. In the next session, we will discuss some more level 2 questions. Okay, of the previous years. So till then, read mindfully. Okay, meet you soon. Bye bye everyone.